Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View. Before we go anywhere, make sure you give the video a thumbs up, as it does help with the algorithm to get out to as many Celtic fans as possible. Right, let's get back to it. We are back. Today is the day we all go back to Celtic Park if you're going to the game. Some of us go to the pub to watch the football, but it's back. Is the winter break really necessary now in Scottish football? I mean, has it had its day? It's a bit like the top six split. It's kind of just, we just do it for the sake of it. Tell me what you think in the comments. Is the winter break really necessary? I mean, the English don't do it. There's other leagues around Europe don't really do it. So what is the point of the winter break in Scotland, especially if it's only 2 weeks? It's hardly a winter break and it's hardly the worst weather of the year. Anyway, let's get into the Celtic news, because there's the big news this morning. Obviously, yesterday, and there was a bit of speculation, and it was only Chris Sutton just saying that, look, it would be a good time for Celtic to sell Cameron Carter-Vickers this coming summer, not this transfer window, this summer. But it's coming this morning that Celtic want to extend, yes, they want to extend the contract of Cameron Carter-Vickers. Brendan Rodgers believes that the defender is settled and enjoying life in Glasgow. Concerns that Cameron Carter-Vickers could be spirited away in the January window has been highlighted due to the fact that West Ham, Brentford, to name just a few, have been circling about the player. So Brendan Rodgers is relaxed about it, retaining Matt O'Reilly. That's one thing that we know that we're going to do. We don't have to sell them. The fact is that we spent £6 million from Spurs for the 26-year-old. But remember, Cameron Carter-Vickers is 26, so if we're going to get 20-odd million for him, oh dear, it would be a good time to sell him this summer. But Brendan Rodgers has said, apart from the niggles that he's had a kind of stop-start season. He's had a kind of stop-start season for the last couple of seasons. But anyway, he is an absolute rock in our defence, and we do play a lot better with him. And personally, I would like to see him battling out with Rocky and Liam Scales for those positions. There's no doubt that Brendan Rodgers says he's one of the pillars of the team. And of course, we want to extend his deal. That will happen in time, I am sure, says Brendan Rodgers. It says, there have been talks between the club and his representatives, so let's see where it goes. His happiness is here. Him and his partner, whom I've met, absolutely love it up here. Absolutely love it up here, which is all good. So they love it up here in Scotland. Let's just hope that we can keep them a little bit longer, because we want to have a settled team. If you want to do anything in the Champions League, you really have to have a settled back line, and you have to have settled players in the team. We did it on the road to 9 in a row. Yes, this time that we did the second run to 9 in a row. Yeah, that history-making moment in Scottish football where we did 9 in a row for the second time. Just a reminder to the other fans out there that we did do 9 in a row twice. But you want to keep players like him. Brendan Rodgers saying, look, when you see him, he can go down to the English Premiership. He could play at that level. Absolutely not a worries about him. He says, we've had a conversation. He absolutely loves it here. He said he's been around the club and he's been down south. Coming here, he recognised the magnitude of the club. He's become a winner here. He's become a winner here. He's winning medals, and that's all that matters. Get those medals on the chest at the end of your career, and you get them hanging up in your wardrobe and hanging up behind like this, and that means more to players than maybe going for big bucks down south or 10 million a year. Anyway, but he hopes the second half of the season, he hopes that the player can get back. He hopes that Cameron Carter-Vickers can get back and show some of the powerhouse that he's been in the past. He said, it's always nice when you come in and work on players. That's why I reserve total judgment. He says, you can watch them from the outside. He said, it's like Matt O'Reilly. He says, you were thinking, yeah, he has qualities, but does he have this? Does he have that? When you see him close up, when I see Cameron Carter-Vickers close up, it's the same. How strong and how robust he is. He knows the game. He can defend small and big spaces, which helps the way that we play football, said Brendan Rodgers. Now, another big one that was obviously kicking around this month that isn't going to happen. A lot of speculation about Matt O'Reilly, and I well know that he's not going anywhere. The 23-year-old has strongly been linked with Girona, and he's also been linked with Inter Milan. There's a couple of big giants out there that are looking at him in football terms, but he's happy enough at Celtic, and let's just put that one to bed. We all know that he's not going to go anywhere. there's going to be a lot of paper speculation and a lot of paper talk over the next week or so, just to try and get into the mindset of the players. You know, it's like Scottish media, they've got to do everything that they can. Personally, I think we need to keep those players for next season, and they will want to. And the reason that they're not going to go just in this window or in the summer, in my opinion, is the fact that we're going to, if we win the league, we go straight into the Champions League. If these guys jump ship in the summer, they're not going to be playing in the Champions League. It's as simple as that. They're not going to be playing in the Champions League unless Matt O'Reilly goes to Girona and Girona pull off the impossible and actually win the Spanish league. But even though if they drop down within the top four, there's every chance that they. But I don't think he's going to go there. I don't think he's going to go there just yet. He wants another crack at the whip with the Champions League, with Celtic, Asbjørn Tammer and Carter Vickers. They're building the team around him, the players that we've brought in. And let's talk about the players that's going to play today on that note. Celtic predicted lineup from me for the Buckie Thistle match will be, it's obviously going to be Hart and goals because the goalkeeping situation will not be sorted out until the summer. And then you've got Greg Taylor, the player that nobody can come in and take his position, funnily enough. It's weird. But Taylor's still there. Scales, Big Rocky will be there in defence. And Alistair Johnston. In the midfield, it's going to be Callum McGregor. It's going to be Paulo Bernardo. He's been on a fantastic run of form before the break. I think it's important that he maintains that, and I think he'll keep that position. And he'll show exactly why getting him for $6 million at the end of this campaign will be an absolute steal. So I expect Paulo Bernardo to play, and then you're going to have Palma. You're going to have Palma and Abada on the wings. Palma and Abada on the wings. I'm sure there's a song in there. And they will play due to the fact that the German that came in, Nicholas, he is not. He's got a bit of trouble with his gums because he had some surgery on his teeth. He maybe had turkey teeth or something. I don't know. Anyway, Matt O'Reilly will play in the middle as well, and then Kyogo up front. Who's going to be on the bench? Well, it's anyone's guess because I reckon there's going to be a lot of the younger players on the bench, and as soon as Celtic get two goals up, 3 goals up, they're going to bring some of the young players on in the second half just to give them that little bit of experience of the Scottish Cup. And let's face it, they should be able to come on and do a ton against the one and only Buckie Thistle. Scottish Cup is a fairy tale. It is a fairy tale, and it's always a fairy tale for some small teams like Buckie Thistle. It's absolutely fantastic for them. I mean, they'll all be heading down already. It'll take them that long to get down from Buckie to Glasgow. A lot of them probably came down last night. The hotels were all being mobbed. When you look at them, there's a buzz about it. It says the fact that they're going to be walking out in front of more than 30,000 fans at Celtic Park, their players are going to say, oh, it's one of the iconic stadiums in European football, not just Scottish football. In a European terms, it's an iconic stadium, and especially it will be a bit darker. So I wonder if Celtic will bring the lights on. Will it be dark the time the game starts? No, it won't. It'll be still too light in Scotland. Anyway, Buckie Thistle, they're going to. This is a headline I've read. Buckie Thistle are going toe to toe with our heroes. Oh God, I hate it when they go toe to toe. Anyway, on that note, what do you think the score will be? A lot of people are saying that Celtic are going to win by a crazy score lines. I did do a live yesterday morning. It was just a test live just to see how the new software and the new look did go, and it went quite well. So I'm looking forward to getting back into the lives. I might do a live an hour before the game today, just before the team comes out, before I have to rush off and go to the pub to watch the game. I'm looking forward to going to this pub because I've never been here before, and it's a nice little Celtic pub. Shh, don't tell anyone. It's a nice little hidden gem of a Celtic pub. So I might try and get some video footage of it to show you. Yes, another Celtic pub in this part of the world. It's absolutely fantastic. I love it. There's going to be almost 3,000 to 5,000 Buckie Thistle fans at the game today. We wish them a fantastic day out. We don't wish them a great result, obviously. We want Celtic to win. But for them coming down, I'm sure they'll have an absolute fantastic time, as will the Celtic fans that are going to the game today. Give me your predictions in the comment section under here. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, make sure that you do, because this little number up here, is it up here or up here? I'm not sure. When we do the lives, you can make a difference, and you can change that on the lives, whether it goes up or goes down. Who knows? And that note, have a fantastic day, Celtic fans all around the world.